Welcome inside the Convention Center in New Orleans, Louisiana for the 2015 Girls Junior National Volleyball Championships. It is day 6. It's the 17s. We're about to bring you the 17 National Gold Medal match. We are on Championship Court, Court 28. I call it the Mardi Gras Court, the beautiful purple, green, and yellow. And I am thrilled to be here. We are a little behind schedule. We've had 17 USA and 17 Open. And we are going to bring you a matchup between two teams with very similar names. NCVC out of the Sacramento area against NKYVC out of Erlanger, Kentucky. They are a team based in a suburb south of Cincinnati. So a team from Kentucky against a team from Northern California with very similar initials. And that may be a little confusing on the scoreboard. We may just call them California and Kentucky. It has been a great day so far. We've crowned T Street as 17 USA, and we've crowned the team from AVA out of Texas as the 17 Open champs. And now you see the roster for NCVC Black 17-1. Their head coach is Jeff Dieter. They are based out of Sacramento, California. And you see their players listed. And now, as we said, the terminology a little tricky. NKYVC stands for Northern Kentucky Volleyball Club. 17 Tsunami. We've got a Tsunami entering Championship Court, and their head coach is Taylor Tanner. NKYVC will wear red uniforms with blue trim and white numbers. And they are in the near court. And now entering is NCVC, and they will wear black uniforms with white numbers and blue trim. So both teams have arrived at Championship Court, and here's Mike Markham with the player introductions.
USA Volleyball welcomes you to the city of New Orleans in the 2015 17 National Division Championship match, featuring NKYVC 17 Tsunami of the Pioneer region and NCVC Black 17-1 from the Northern California region. First, let's meet the ladies from NKYVC. The captain, number 19, Morgan Hentz. The libero, number 29, Chase Barber. Number 1, Shannon Salinger. Number 10, Jessica Tapp. Number 12, Molly Coughlin. Number 17, Krista Salinger. Number 18, Spencer Parks. Number 20, Celia Powers. Number 23, Madison Salkowski. Number 27, Hannah Talkers. NKYVC is coached by Taylor Tanner. The assistant coach, Kathy Kennedy. Now let's meet the ladies from NCVC. The captain, number 8, Elizabeth Cameron. The libero, number 3, Megan Priest. Number 4, Bridget Bell. Number 5, Ashlyn Fresquez. Number 9, Lauren Solis. Number 11, Sienna Young. Number 15, Maya Dvoracek. Number 16, Madison Smith. Number 17, Julianne Miller. Number 24, Haley Manelia. Number 50, Stephanie Keenan. Number 52, Olivia Reed. NCVC Black 17-1 is coached by Jeff Dieter. He's assisted by John Griggs and Christy Dieter. Introducing the officials for this afternoon's match. The linespersons, Pedro Garcia of the Puerto Rico region and Connie Brennan of the Lone Star region. The scorers, Patrick Lobig of the Gulf Coast region and Adele Kemper of the Pioneer region. Your second referee, Ronnie Kazi from the Lone Star region. Your first referee this afternoon, Sally Bulkaran of the Southern California region. This match will be played in a best 2 out of 3 sets format with a possible third set scheduled to 15 points. The 17 National Division's medal ceremony will begin shortly after this match's final point. Good luck, ladies.
Mike Markham with the player introductions, and the two teams will be led onto the court by our officials. First referee is Sally Bulkaran, and Ronnie Casey is the second referee. Well, the initials may not be too much different, but the colors are quite distinctive, as we have a team in, I'm not sure if it's a black or a navy. It's a probably black for NCVC, and then a very distinctive red with some blue trim and big white numbers for NKYVC. And this is your 17 national gold medal match. We've had 2 terrific 3-setters so far. T Street wins 17 USA, and then AVA, in what we have to call an upset, defeats Arizona Storm in a 1917 deciding set. Hopefully you joined us for those 2 matches, and now we are ready to go as the pregame rituals are starting. The libero, Megan Priest in white for NCVC. She is rocking out to the music here on Championship Court. I believe she was playing a little air guitar. And then on the other side, the libero in the lime green is Chase Barber. She wears number 29. And for safety purposes, she wears a helmet, and that's always a good idea. So we are ready. A number of years ago in the NCAA championship, the libero for Cal in the NCAA final wore a helmet. Those liberos are diving around. First swing of the match is going to be out of bounds. And it was hit off the block and then into the antenna. So already a close call on the first ball. Maya Dvorak with the swing, the lefty. From our perspective here at the scores table, we couldn't tell if the ball hit the antenna and then hit the block, but it did not. Now rolling the ball off the block is Morgan Hentz. And number 19 is a special player. We'll talk about her as the match goes on. She's in with an elite group, but playing outside hitter on this team. Attacking again from the right, Maya Dvorak. And Dvorak has been able to take advantage of the block twice. Good lead. This time she splits the seam. The last time she drove it off the block and out of bounds. And into serve is Lauren Solis. 560S. And KYVC sends it long. I think we may call them Cal and Kentucky. The server, apparently a touch on that last ball, so the server will be the libero Chase Barber. NCVC gets it to their big middle, and putting the ball down was number 17, I believe. That's Julianne Jules Miller. We're going to call her Jules. That's a good nickname. Number 4 is Bridget Bell, the outside serving for NC. Rolled over and a chance to attack. Madison Salkowski is defended. We appreciate her dad helping us with the lineups. We didn't have much time in between. Big swing on the slide, but sent out. Jules Miller. She's the only commit over on the NCVC side, as she's going to go to Azusa Pacific. See the step out and a good arm swing, but just onto the purple. Not off by much. The server is number 17, Krista Salinger, and rejecting the attack on the left is a nice double block, well formed for Northern Kentucky. Attacking down the line, Sienna Young for NC. Ball well inside, so just rolled over Jessica Tapp. Oh, that's going to be about 5 contacts. Second referee advises the first referee, but I think she saw it. So that ball goes down for NKY. How about that? It's NKY against NC. We know they're both volleyball clubs. Now an ace serve as hitting a water bottle over by the scorer's table. Fortunately, sealed up nicely. NKY up 6-3 over NC. And the server is Krista Salinger. She is one of triplets on this team, but only 2 of them are on this particular team. Triplets within the club. The kill, Sienna Young on the outside. Number 11 gets a great lean on this ball and splits the block. Don't know if the set was a little off or they were trying to run more of an inside set. Now a good ball to the outside, and scoring is Jessica Tapp. NKY pushes to a 3-point lead.
Number 1, Shannon Salinger to serve.
And the other part of a set of triplets, Shannon Salinger, 5-1 DS into serve. And their other sister plays for NKY, but not on this team, on a different team. They broke up the triplets. Sienna Young rips it long, the outside for NC. Another inside set, so clearly the sets are intended to be left inside by Lizzie Cameron. She wears number 8, and she is the setter. Now a slide, and that's rejected. And the libero, Megan Priest, can't get a hand on it. Well, she can get a hand on it, but she can't pop it up high enough. And now head coach Jeff Dieter has seen enough, and he's going to take his first time out. Here's coach. Good shot of the NCVC huddle. Jeff Dieter, and it's his wife, Christy Dieter, is his assistant coach. They've been with, Jeff had to ask Christy, with this club 6 years, and they are going for their first ever gold medal for the club and for Coach Dieter. The coach's Dieter. And they get what they wanted off the timeout. Sienna Young with the kill. She'll come off. And number 8, Lizzie Cameron will come on. Actually, Sienna Young's still out there. She was just high-fiving a teammate who was coming on. Swing for Morgan Hentz. And Hentz with the kill. As we see the libero, Chase Barber, talking things over with her coaching staff. Oh, the block was drawn into the net. Give a kill to Maddie Smith, the 6'1" middle hitter for NC. As she'll pick up a kill on a ball that I'm not sure if it didn't sail long, but it really didn't matter. Now Sienna Young gets to the service line. And she doesn't come off. She's a 6 rotation outside, so that was why I was surprised when she came over to the line. But she was welcoming a teammate to the court. A little bit of a slice on that ball, like Coach K's golf swing. Tight up, and this is going to be a violation on Maddie Smith. And she turned back toward the second referee with a guilty look on her face, and Ronnie Casey caught her. He's out of the Lone Star region. Our first referee, Sally Bulkaran, out of the Southern California region. Angle shot by Bridget Bell is dug. Soft tip rejected. Now another rejection, and this time it's Maddie Smith with the block. Solo stuff block out of the middle. We see the block right there. Good spacing on the hands. Looked like she made a little bit of a move with her left hand when she saw the arm swing of the hitter. I'd like to give those players credit for those little subtle things in the game. Solid block from Bridget Bell. Coming on the outside with the power tip is Morgan Hentz, and now the ball goes down. Let's take a look at this play. The hard tip and then popped up. And the little setter dump from Hannah Talkers. What a great name for a setter. You want a lot of talk on the court? Your setters named Talkers. Talkers with a long run. She leaves a ball for the right side, Celia Powers, and then scoring over on the left. So a good use of the offense. Jessica Tapp, I believe, with that last kill, and NKY has doubled up NC. Here's the NKY VC huddle. And back the teams break their huddles. And I've got to like Chase Barber. She's got the helmet, but she said, I'm going to do a ribbon in the helmet. I like it. Morgan Hentz back to serve. Swing in the middle for Jules Miller, and coming the other way and scoring is Celia Powers, the right side. Big smile on her face because she knows this is where the coaching staff tells you to place this ball, and she did it. So a big separation in set one. NKY in control. Not so fast. Jules Miller with authority. You could hear the sound of the hand hitting the ball on that one. And the server is Lauren Solis for NC. Rejection as Jules Miller's up with her setter, Lizzie Cameron, to reject that ball. Chase Barber tried to cover it. Here comes Tapp, and boom, straight back down. Head coach Jeff Dieter yelling the familiar refrain, one at a time, and that is absolutely correct in volleyball. Don't be thinking too far ahead. Jules Miller with the kill on the quick set from Lizzie Cameron. So both offenses starting to get going. These two teams played earlier today in a quarterfinal and a semifinal. And then they had to wait a long time while open was finished. What a dig, Lauren Solis. And again, the little things lead to big points. If Solis doesn't keep that ball alive, even though she sent it all the way over, you don't have the hitting error. There's the dig by Solis. The ball carried all the way over, but it did land in the court. And the failure to connect for NKY. Miller with a tip. Two blockers up, and it's coming right to me, Coach K, but I'm not going to keep it. Should have rolled it the other direction, but I gave it to Lauren Solis, and she got it back in play. Chase Barber to serve. Her counterpart, Megan Priest, with the up. That ball was never called down, so I guess it was still alive. It was hard to tell. If the refs don't blow the whistle, don't stop playing. It goes as a kill for Madison Salkowski. And a combination play, and coming behind her middle, Salkowski went up, and then coming behind Salkowski, Jessica Tapp. Jessica Tapp with an excellent swing. We see 23 come in and fake. Actually, she's faking the 3 set, and then in the seam. I love that play. Great camera work from Echo Entertainment. Now Chase Barber takes NC off the hook as she serves long. Still a 6-point lead.
Correction, entering for NCVC, number 52, Olivia Reed.
And now off the bench, Olivia Reed, 5'8" Diaz. And before she'll serve, the head coach of NCVC, Jeff Dieter, wants a sub check. Oh, he wanted a next server check, so this will be interesting. And we may have a challenge here because 52 clearly came in the game, Olivia Reed. And Olivia Reed is right front. So the substitution occurred one sooner than head coach Jeff Dieter wanted it. I've had that happen to me. And so now it's a golden opportunity for Olivia Reed. She's listed as a 5'8" outside and Diaz, so now she's going to play outside. So the sub was made one early, but it didn't matter. Big swing on the outside. And finishing is Jessica Tapp. Now we're going to make a substitution as Olivia Reed's going to come out and Jules Miller is going to come in. So we basically had a DS or outside in for a middle. We've fixed that. And the server is Krista Salinger. And Jules Miller, back off the bench after going out one early, makes her presence known with a kill. And now the substitution done correctly, so all is well in that regard, but an extra sub wasted. NC will have the server they wanted, Olivia Reed, so they didn't get called for the wrong server. Barber with the up, running the slide. Salkowski is dug. And getting the ball to bleed through the block, Jessica Tapp, 5'10" outside hitter, committed to Georgetown down in Kentucky, a Division II school. There's the swing, and that ball just crawls over. And now the server is Shannon Salinger. She's the 5'1" DS. Her sister is listed at 5'5". So the Salinger twins on the court together, and the serve from Shannon Salinger into the top of the tape. Returning to the game, Maya Dvorak, 5'11" right side and a lefty. And the server will be the setter, Lizzie Cameron. Ball saved up by the libero, Megan Priest, and she leaves a decent ball for Sienna Young. But sending it back over, I think that was Morgan Hens. Get a good replay here. A nice dig, and it leads to an attack. No, it's out of the middle. It's Madison Selkowski. Selkowski in a little bit of a battle. Actually, that's Hannah Talkers in a battle with the middle, Maddie Smith. Usually the setters win those jousts. That's almost a cliche in volleyball. We see the dig, and now the ball's coming up in the plane, and it's setter against middle, one by middle. All the middles out there saying, yeah, it's about time we won one. No winning that ball. Morgan Hens. It might be a good time to mention where she's committed. It's a school that has fairly good volleyball. Stanford, also pretty good academics. And Hens is on the 20-member U.S. national junior team with a number of players from this tournament. She's trying to make the roster that will travel internationally and play for the U.S. But right now, she's an outside hitter, known as one of the best defenders in the country. But her role for NKY is smash the ball like this one. She's rejected. Short ball in transition, the lefty, and there's a touch. No, there's not a touch. As Maya Dvorak was pretty sure there was a touch. Let's see if we can see it here. No. I think that ball got between the antenna and the blocker and just missed hitting Chase Barber. Good decision, Lizzie Cameron, to go right back to her right side, Maya Dvorak, and Dvorak wanted that ball. She said, I'll show you a touch. NC still down 6, so they need a rally right now on the serve of Lauren Solis. Starts with the defense. Jules Miller sends it over. And Solis can't pick up the ball from Celia Powers. So NKY 17 Tsunami, NKYBC 17 Tsunami, after a nice dig to attack sequence. They dug a ball and they attacked it. We are at set point, and we won't have a set point because Chase Barber tossed it low and couldn't save it, so it goes in the net. However, still multiple set points. So can NKYVC win set number 1 on this serve? We'll find out in a second, because Jessica Tapp will put it away, and that is set 1 to NKYVC over NCVC 25-18 in the 17 national gold medal match. The team from Kentucky in the red uniforms makes the trip around the referees stand to their side of the court, and NCVC with the 2 head coaches talking it over, journeys to the other side. Here comes head coach Jeff Dieter and his wife and assistant coach Christy Dieter. You see their huddle. The last set point, and it's a rip from number 10, Jessica Tapp. Block was well formed, but hard angle cut off of the left hand of the blocker. The volley nerd providing some small plastic volleyballs to the crowd, and that young man has one. After a good catch by, I believe, his mom, although she looks pretty young. Maybe it's his sister. Now that's a mom. She's giving him a little motherly hug. Meanwhile, on the court, NKYVC, we'll call them NKY during the match, out of the Pioneer region. They are ready to go. NCVC out of the Northern California region, getting some last words of advice from assistant coach Christy Dieter. If form holds, NCVC will come out and win this set. Our specialty is 3 setters here on championship court. The music is rocking out, and the liberos are ready to go. Our first referee on the stand, Sally Bullcairn from the Southern California region. And we see our man Fred over there just to the right of the official. He is in charge of the all-tournament team, and Fred does a terrific job on that. We pick all-tournament teams, or USAV does, Coach K doesn't get to, from 15, 16, 17s, and 18s. And I think that's a good decision. Let the 11s, 12s, 13s, and 14s just play. And then when you get to 15s, you want to make the all-tournament team do something special. The libero, Megan Priest, back to serve. She was rocking out earlier. She's down a set, but she's definitely got her groove on.
Number 3, Megan Priest will serve.
Ready to start set 2. Will NKYVC fall victim to what I call second set syndrome, where you win easily in the first and then all of a sudden forget how to play? But a missed first serve will help, as NKY will start things off with their setter, Hannah Talkers, putting the ball in play. And now they get a big block, and a ball hit into the net, so 4 contacts. So no letdown so far for NKY. Another serve by Hannah Talkers. And Jules Miller turns it left and puts it right on the sideline. Great swing by Miller. Should have a good view of it here. It's a 3 set, and it's a whole foot inside the sideline, turning her ball across her body. Now Lauren Solis to serve. Coming late to the ball and scoring is Celia Powers. She measured this ball. She plays right side, but on that ball it was just a save upset from Hannah Talkers, and Celia Powers had her eyes on the ball, went up and found it and put it away. Server is Morgan Hentz. Hentz becomes the setter, and that's something she'll have to do as a libero. Now the double block is defeated by Ashlyn Frescas, 5'11" outside hitter off the bench. So we'll see if Frescas can make a difference. Roll shot down the line, handled by Solis. Jules Miller is blocked. And it's Sienna Young. Ball has to be cleared deep. Sienna Young off of hands and in. So a scoring play for the 5'11" outside Sienna Young. We're 3-3 early. Good read of the deep clear. It was fairly high, so there was time to do it. And then another inside set. Ball pushed back against the flow and scoring. Celia Powers. That was an excellent set by Hannah Talkers, as she was pulled way to the left of the net and then left a very hittable ball for her right side. Takes a while to get the ball back. Chase Barber, the libero, to serve. Jules Miller runs the slide. Barber lays out to get it, but she can't. So another kill by number 17. And she'll come off for Olivia Reed, who is a 5'8" DS, defensive specialist in this match. Actually got one play in the front row on a subbing situation in set one. Didn't get to swing though. Coach, if you put me in, I want to swing. Kill for Jessica Tapp, the outside hitter. Right now, NKY with a 1-point advantage, and it seems pretty even. NC ready to play, but NKY resisting. Short serve, Krista Salinger, and sending it over. The ball goes to the floor. Not quite sure what the number was because we were screened. Might have been Lizzie Cameron dumping the second ball. It wasn't picked up. Now another tough serve and short. What a touch by Megan Priest. It'll lead to a free ball. Running the slide is Salkowski, but she's dug. Now Salkowski gets up huge on the block with Jessica Tapp. Madison Salkowski, 6-foot middle hitter, going to Seton Hall out in the Big East. We see the swing out of the back row, and Salkowski and Tapp were there. The server is Shannon Salinger. Salkowski's blocked and no chance to cover for Hannah Talkers. So a good rejection on the other side, as I think it was Maddie Smith. She may have gotten a little help on that block. Server is Sienna Young. Hence with the roll, and she scores. The one thing to know about NKY-VC 17 Tsunami, 5 of the players on that team are high school teammates. So in terms of liking to play together, they better. That ball is in for Maddie Smith, the 6'1" middle hitter. Smith with a perfect shot here, right inside the sideline. Megan Priest, the libero, to serve. Gonna go back outside to Hentz, and that ball was hit off the block and then into the antenna, so that becomes an out ball. It'll be on the far side in our view here, but let's see if we can see it. There's the swing. Ooh, maybe not. Well, the player certainly thought that call was correct, and I guess so. If you're NKY, you get the ball. Now that one's going to be tough, and that ball is off the block and then out of bounds, so that's another kill for Hentz. Had a couple of close calls. The line judge is using the signal. I would argue the out call would be better. The ball goes down for NC, so they get it back within one, and they'll put Lauren Solis back into the game. 2 outsides, Young and Bell. One stays on and one comes off. Hentz, and trying to make the remarkable save was Lauren Solis, but she could not get it back. So another kill for Morgan Hentz. Just won't come back. Hentz is the server. Don't try to tip in front of Morgan Hentz. Now we see why she's known as a star defender, as she picked up that ball with a diving save. And launching it out, Ashlyn Prescott trying to do a little too much with that ball, so Bridget Bell will come in and spell Prescott. And the athleticism of Morgan Hentz clearly visible. We see now why she's going to Stanford to play defense. And as soon as I say that, a ball goes right between Hentz and Barber. So on this kill, and it was Jules Miller with a perfectly placed ball. Barber with a good up. And the timing just off. The set was a little slow for Jules Miller from Lizzie Cameron. Miller went up in the air and she couldn't hang there as long as the 3 set took to get to her. So Barber to serve again. And tooling the block is Sienna Young. Still NKY up 2 and up a set. Here's a quick tempo ball on the outside, and the block was there, but the right hand of Celia Powers just not able to penetrate the net. Now a deep serve off of Hentz, so she'll have to clear the free ball. Sends it deep and tipped over on 2 and in for Lizzie Cameron. Nice play by Cameron. So Cameron sees the opportunity here. The block is late and on the floor. I'll try the backhanded tip shot. NC within 1. Can they tie it up? Talkers sends it out to Powers. And the roll shot, that ball's down. You could hear it. Sienna Young with an excellent roll shot. So that'll keep Olivia Reed. Here's the big dig in the backcourt by Bridget Bell. Starts with the defense. Now a rejection. And that's the combination block from Lizzie Cameron, the setter, with Maddie Smith, the middle. Well-formed blocked for NC, and they have actually taken a lead. I don't believe they ever had a lead except maybe 1-0 in set number 1. That ball might have been out for tap, but she decided to play it. Sent over Salkowski, and the block gets the net on a relatively off-speed hit, and so the head coach for NKYVC, Taylor Tanner, says, I need a timeout. Let's check out the 2 huddles. Teams have broken their huddles, and the team from California, the Northern California region, leads the team from Kentucky in set 2. Hentz with a good up. She'll get it back as a back row attacker, tries the roll shot. Now Hentz with the dig. That was an amazing shot for Jessica Tapp, because that set was well outside the antenna. I didn't think she'd be able to bring it into play, Here's the dig for Hentz, and then in transition, a long run for Talkers. And look, she leaves her beyond the antenna, but Tapp under control the whole way. The best part of that play is she got far enough behind the ball that she could adjust her approach when the set wasn't in the perfect hitting zone. Ball off of the block, and nobody can bring that one back. Powerful shot, Sienna Young. This is called blowing up the block. A lot of hands up there, but they just can't stop you. Always good to see two defenders laying out. Talkers with a tough situation, and she was off balance, landing awkwardly on one foot, couldn't get the ball out to Tapp. So a little run for NC over NKY. Bump set on a slide. You don't see that a lot. Salkowski's dug. Now she rejects the ball. Tapp with a good pickup on an angle swing. Lizzie Cameron plays defense first from her setter position, and then hitting it out is Sienna Young. Tried to do a little too much with the alternate setter putting the ball up. And the server is Shannon Salinger, one of the Salinger triplets. Now that ball's tooled off the block. So give another kill to Sienna Young.
Sienna Young to serve.
We'll get a good look at it here. Forced to bump set is Lizzie Cameron, but it's a good one. Salkowski takes one swing from the right, then she goes to her middle position. Layout dig for the tiny Shannon Salinger. Soft roll shot, chance to attack if you're NK, and they do. So the layout dig by the smallest player on the court, number one, Shannon Salinger, keeps the ball alive, and it leads to a kill. NKY trying to stage a comeback. And that will stop that. Maya Dvorak with the lefty cross-court shot. Priest is ready to go. No music playing, so she's not dancing. Megan Priest, the libero, is the server. NCVC has exactly the same number of points as they had in set one, and now they're ahead by 3. Ball off the block? No, they're going to say 4 contacts. First referee, Sally Bullcairn, made that call right away, didn't hesitate. And usually the second referee holds up 4 fingers on the shirt because they have the best view of the net. It looked like it was not touched by the block. Tough serve gets NKY out of system, and NC takes advantage. So back to a 5-point lead. NC deciding to keep the trend continuing. Why play a 2-set match when you can play a 3-set match? Inside set, and overpowering the block is Morgan Hentz. The middle goes on the slide, and then the outside comes in and hits a 2-ball. I love that play with the setter in the front row. Anna Talkers used the slide as a fake, and actually NC did a pretty good job reading it and getting 4 hands up. Talkers is the server. Big swing in the middle. Jules Miller, we've heard from her a number of times where she puts extra pace on the ball and the block just cannot hold up. Back to the 5-point lead. Solis to serve. Talkers goes to her knee to set, and her outside hitter is rejected. Jules Miller was up with her setter, Lizzie Cameron. Nice set here to go down to your knees. But then Hentz is rejected right on the sideline. Hentz says, that ball's out. But it was not. Big 6-point lead. Now the slide, and this is Hentz running the slide. So we mentioned the athleticism of Morgan Hentz. We haven't seen too many outside hitters run slides in this tournament. I would say this might be the first. Now we know why she's going to Stanford. Three set, Jules Miller sends it over. Ball tipped over in the middle. Spencer Parks off the bench to play middle. She made herself available. Now the double block again. The combination block from Jules Miller at 6'1" and Lizzie Cameron at 5'10" has been very strong against NKY. Miller gets out there. There's the first touch up on the shot by Parks, and then a second one by Cameron, and then they combine for a double block. So they each get a solo touch and then combine for a double block. Well, we were watching that great replay. A missed serve for NC, so they remain at 23, and they have to face the serve of Chase Barber. Jules Miller tips it over, and the block is drawn into the net. I'm not sure on this one. I thought maybe it was Miller.
Number 17, Julianne Miller to serve.
Miller now serving, set point. Can NCVC even this one at one set apiece? She puts it in play. Who's got the answer? Salkowski tries, but that's Doug. Now a ball off the block, and that will do it in set two. Sienna Young with the final kill as the outside hitter puts it off the block. NCVC wins set two, 25-18 over NKYVC 17 Tsunami. This is the 17 National gold medal match, and we are going to a deciding set. Here's the set point for NCVC. It starts with the dig by Bridget Bell, and then off of the block, Sienna Young. Good dig by Bell, and an even better swing by her fellow outside hitter, Sienna Young. Here's a look at both huddles. The red and blue clad NKYVC 17 Tsunami out of Erlanger, Kentucky. Their players have returned to the court. They're talking it over. They won the first set but dropped the second, so their visit to the 2015 Girls Junior National Championship, it's going to go one more set. We are on the Mardi Gras court. The purple is beautiful, but it's out of bounds. The best part of the court is the green and the yellow. Now we're doing pre-game rituals for set three, so that means we do them for every set. Megan Priest is not dancing as much as she did before. Well, wait a second. She danced her way over to the bench. Now she's dancing her way down past her teammates. But I think she's going to dance her way onto the court in a second once the second referee releases her to the court, and there she comes. And a little hug from her teammate, and she's ready to go. And there are some fans up in the stands that are cheering very hard for NCVC. So that's where the players are looking up behind us. One of these teams will get a gold and one will get a silver. The color is to be determined in this 15-point deciding set. As Hannah Talkers, the setter, puts it into play. Roll shot. Talkers with the up. Tipped over by Hence. Chance to set Powers. She's blocked. Free ball. NC can score first. And that ball's called out. So Bridget Bell just long. First point of set 3-2. The Kentucky team. And they started by just keeping the ball alive, and then this ball is, we'll never know. Official, I'm sure, called it right. Talkers with the up. And hard cross court. Maya Dvorak, the lefty, with a swing.
Number 3, Megan Priest will serve.
Good shot. Talkers tried to get one arm on it, didn't get any. Got to visit the yellow sport court. These courts are cushioned now, and so they have a big layer underneath them, so it's a little more pleasant to hit the court. The slide for Celia Powers. And putting it away out of the middle is Jules Miller, as it looks like Spencer Parks, the 6'1" middle hitter, number 18, is here in this set. A 3-set. 2 blockers up. Pretty hard collision between numbers 18 and 20, Powers and Parks, as they met up shoulder to shoulder. Now an ace serve, a real flat platform for Jessica Tapp. And that ball goes backwards. So the dancing libero, Megan Priest, back to the end line. Whatever the bumper rotation is here at Championship Court, Megan Priest likes it. We've had quite a variety of music. Chase Barber with an errant pass, and this will come back off the hands of Talkers. Now Barber with a dig on Jules Miller, but she can't get it up. And here comes an early timeout for Taylor Tanner, but in a 15-point set, there's no reason to wait, as we see the futile effort to bring that ball back by Hannah Talkers. Here's both huddles. Well, here was one huddle because there was a very, very brief 5-second huddle around Jeff Dieter, the head coach of NCVC, and he sent him back out there. So they got to watch the volley nerd. And the coach's point for head coach Taylor Tanner. She'll take it. Club director Kathy Kennedy also on the NKYVC bench. Chase Barber with an excellent dig. Now she's going to clear it deep. Another swing coming up by the lefty. So Chase Barber stopped one ball, but Maya Dvorak said, "Set me again, Lizzie Cameron. Set me one more time. I'll put it away," and she did. Good dig by Barber, and that comes back. But the next one is off of the blocker's hands, turned it down the line. Back to live action, and Jessica Tapp with the kill.
Chase Barber to serve.
So the server will be the libero, Chase Barber. She's going with that pink and green. She got the pink hair ribbon and the green libero uniform. Big swing. Madison Salkowski, the 6-foot middle hitter committed to Seton Hall, puts that ball away. We've got one more commit in this game. Number 12, Molly Coughlin, 6'2" middle hitter, is going to Southern Mississippi. Hard driven ball, Jules Miller. She's the only commit over on the NCVC side, going to Azusa Pacific. She wants to bring swings like that. Good double block up, but Jules Miller can't be stopped. 2-point separation early. Salkowski's dug. Blocked by Powers. Another swing, and this one goes down. Sienna Young. Celia Powers got a good block on the first ball, but as we always teach, a block ball, if it's covered properly, is just a free ball, and it was covered by Megan Priest. So right back to Young, and she puts it away. High ball, hence with some top spin. Jules Miller is kept alive by Talkers, and now a rejection, but that's covered up. We're seeing a demonstration of how to cover your hitters in this match. Hence becomes the alternate sitter, the alternate setter. Easy for me to say. And putting it away in transition is Salkowski. Long rally won by NKY on a positive point as they get this up from Barber, and Talker sets a 3-ball and then celebrates with her teammates. NKY raising their game, and they get an ace serve from Krista Salinger. I know what this feels like on the bench, and you have to feel for both these coaches. You're in a deciding set. It's a match you absolutely must have, and every point is so back and forth. Jules Miller with the tool time all the way out. The correct call is out, not touch. You call touch when it goes through, and you call out when it goes on the same side. So this is technically an out ball off of the block. Now the teams will switch sides as it's 8-6. We'll flip the rosters, and we'll see who's ready to play first. Our officials, Sally Bullcairn and Ronnie Casey, get everybody ready to make sure the scorekeeper is in the right place on the score sheet. And we're going to play a few more points here in the 17 National Gold Medal match. On the slide. Oh, it's called in. Madison Salkowski thought she had tooled the block, but got to give credit out on the outside as Sienna Young took a big step and penetrated the net. Great view on the replay of the penetration of the hands over the net and in good position. Servers Olivia Reed. Scoring, Jessica Tapp off the block. We could hear head coach Jeff Dieter yelling, "Push inside." So he clearly felt they were running some type of an inside set. Now we're subbing a little too quickly. So Jules Miller makes her correct substitution with Olivia Reed, and then she's replaced by the libero, Megan Priest. Things sometimes get mixed up at that point, but NC did it correctly. Long run for Lizzie Cameron. She beat her libero to the ball. Now Cameron pushes outside. Sienna Young, and going up on a 3-set, Madison Salkowski And clearly the coaching staff, head coach Taylor Tanner, has made an adjustment running Salkowski in the 3 gap. As you see her try to get away from her setter and then get a quick swing. Sometimes as a middle, you can't get all the way back to the 10-foot line, so get as far back as you can and do a quick 2-step approach. Good play by Salkowski, and now she comes right back, and she combines for a block with her setter, Hannah Talkers, and we've tied this one up at 9, and why not? It's the gold medal match. I think we'll go overtime. Ball goes over the barricade, and here's the NKY huddle, followed by the NC huddle. The theme from Benny Hill playing on championship court as the volley nerd has gone out and helped the line judges with their officiating. So now they know what to do. Oh, there's a crazy play, but did she touch it or didn't she touch it? We'll find out in a second. Yeah, apparently they think she did. How about this play? Madison Salkowski went up to play the ball and then changed her mind, but apparently it grazed her hand, so it became 4 contacts. She was worried about attacking a ball that had not crossed into the plane of the net, and that's a good decision, but unfortunately it did not work out well for NKY. This ball works out much better as we're tied at 10 on the well-disguised tip. This is a perfect shape to a tip for Morgan Hentz. You see her read in the air, wait, and then put it up high enough the block can't touch it and short enough in front of the defense. Jules Miller's dug on the outside. Ball off of the block, but covered well. Set over by Hannah Talkers. And now tooling the block. Sort of an extra lean for Sienna Young on this ball. She could see a well-formed block in front of her, but notice here's the good coverage and the setter dump. And now watch Sienna Young, she just piked on that ball and ripped it. Here comes Hentz. What a touch by Bridget Bell. Sent deep and saved Sienna Young. Oh no! Maya Dvorak, after her teammates had made a spectacular save, went to push the ball over and caught the best blocker in volleyball, the antenna. Servers, Hannah Talkers. We're all tied at 11s. Seem to be in a mode of being tied at every point. Over the top, no touch. And we're going to get a touch, a delayed call. Let's take a look here. Oh, I think so. I think the touch was out on the right. So NC with a slight lead, as slight as you could have, 1 point. Now make it 2 as Morgan Hentz sends it out. And so, as you can see the gesture by the first referee, a timeout has been called by NKYVC. We'll take a look at both huddles.
Discipline and wide. Let's go. Take the
There's the shot, cross court by Hansen. Lands on the purple. Great color scheme here. Easy to distinguish in from out. And of course, the line is in. And it's the point of contact of the ball where it compresses onto the floor, not the outer edge of the ball. Hard cross court, and again, we don't see this too often, but an outside hitter running a slide over on the right, Morgan Hentz. She takes off. She's lined up over there anyway, so she sets herself up inside and then goes off of 1 foot. NC still with the lead. They're trying to force a set point, pushing it deep. That doesn't work. Celia Powers sends it over. Bridget Bell, the hardest ball she's hit today, as Bridget Bell has given NCVC Black a chance to win the 17 National Gold Medal. NCVC Black on set and match point. The server is Lauren Solis, and they're going to get it on an ace. Lauren Solis with a serve that goes off of Jessica Tapp. NCVC Black 17-1, 15-12 in the deciding set over NKYVC 17 Tsunami. And they are your 17 national gold medal winners. And it was an excellent match. Both teams played hard. And as is often the case on championship court, at least in New Orleans, the team dropping the first set came back and won 2 straight. So NCVC will receive their medals, and the medal ceremony is coming up shortly, and the 2 teams in 17 American are coming on court. You see a happy Megan Priest, the libero. She'll probably be dancing up on the medal stand. Here's the ace serve, and the platform just a little bit off, and the ball goes off, and the celebration is on. Congratulations to head coach Jeff Dieter and his assistant coach and wife, Christy Dieter. As we see, teams have already arrived, and the volley nerd is getting his stretch on with them. I'm not sure that's going to help. So we are getting ready for the 17 American gold medal match. That comes up next as fast as we can get it ready. But first, the award ceremony. Stay tuned for that. You're watching the 2015 Girls Junior National Championships. Coming up, the 17's National Divisions Award Ceremony.
Award ceremony. Our presenter this afternoon is Dan Woodall of Mizuno. Taking third place honors this year in the 17 National Division, but unable to join us for this afternoon's ceremony, Topeka Impact 17-1 of the Heart of America region. Joining us on the stage in just a few moments and also taking third place honors in this year's 17 National Division, OVA 17 A6 of the Florida region. Number 1, Larissa King. Number 2, Maria McLam. Number 3, Alyssa Zwolinski. Number 5, Carly Tower. Number 6, Jenna Smith. Number 7, Bridget Holland. Number 10, Kristen Johansson. Number 12, Luz Fuchu. Number 13, Alexis Gosha. Number 15, Tristan Cott. Number 16, Alyssa Stimmel. The assistant coaches, Kevin Lopez and Anthony McDaniel. OVA 17 A6 is coached by Cindy Snow. The captain will accept the third place award. The second place team in the 17 National Division, NCVC 17 Tsunami of the Pioneer Region. Number 1, Shannon Salinger. Number 10, Jessica Tapp. Number 12, Molly Coughlin. Number 17, Krista Salinger. Number 18, Spencer Parks. Number 19, Morgan Hentz. Number 20, Celia Powers. Number 23, Madison Salkowski. Number 27, Hannah Talkers. Number 29, Chase Barber. The assistant coach, Kathy Kennedy. NCVC 17 Tsunami is coached by Taylor Tanner. The captain will accept the National Runner-Up Award. Presenting the national champions of the 17 National Division, NCVC Black 17-1 of the Northern California region. Number 3, Megan Priest. Number 4, Bridget Bell. Number 5, Ashlyn Fresquez. Number 8, Elizabeth Cameron. Number 9, Lauren Solis. Number 11, Sienna Young. Number 15, Maya Dvoracek. Number 16, Madison Smith. Number 17, Julianne Miller. Number 24, Haley Manelia. Number 50, Stephanie Keenan. Number 52, Olivia Reed. The assistant coaches, Christy Dieter and John Grix. NCVC Black 17-1 is coached by Jeff Dieter. The captain will accept the National Championship Award.